DX-20. This was a rig that was used by novices back in the 50s. It did not go on phone, it was CW only. And generally you had to use a crystal because there was no accessory socket for a VFO on the back. Although if you did have a VFO, you could feed it into the crystal socket and it would work. The meter is an old style type of meter, not much damping on the meter. So let's tune it up and you'll see how it works on 40 meters. It's on 7.117. That's the crystal frequency. And the first thing we do is we put it in transmit. But that's not quite transmit, that's just turning on the crystal oscillator inside. And we adjust that for about 2 mils. Okay, we adjust it for about 2 mils of grid current. And there we are. And then we throw this over in the plate position and we're going to adjust for 120 mils of plate current. That means we put this in the operate position, and we have too much, so we need to back off on the loading there a little bit and do a dip, and there we go, and we go up there. Oh, we're a little too high, and there we are. And what you don't see, I have a power meter over on the other side. I do have the case off now because I was cleaning it up inside. And it's amazing what some people will sell on eBay and just not take a little dust cloth to it. But I'm putting out about 25 watts. And into an SWR of about 1.3 to 1. It's a vertical antenna that I'm using right now. So the output power is about 25 watts, which means the input power in this is about 50 watts. And that's about 50% efficient, a little on the light side for efficiency. So there we are, working perfectly. Well, one other thing I noticed about the DX-20 is you can increase the power with merely a screwdriver. Watch the meter carefully, and I will bring the screwdriver close to it, and notice how the power goes way up. Wow, isn't that something? Power goes up when you bring the screwdriver close to it. For those of you beginning in ham radio, all you have to do is hook this to an antenna and you will really increase the power. Look at that. It just increases the power. In fact, what I'm going to do, watch this. I'm going to turn it completely off. All the switches are now off. And watch how the DX-20 can transmit without any power. Look at that. It transmits without any power. Isn't that an amazing feat? An amazing feat. It transmits without any power. Now, if you really want to put out a lot more power, instead of using a small screwdriver, you can use a Phillips screwdriver. And if you use a Phillips screwdriver, look how much power you can put out now. Look at that. Wow, it's 75 mils I'm putting out. 75 mils of power with a Phillips screwdriver. You might want to try a pair of dikes, but they actually decrease the power. So you don't want to use a pair of dikes. I have a very small screwdriver, and you can see that doesn't do much either. That doesn't do much either. However, what will put out even the most power is a pair of needle nose pliers. And you can see you put that needle nose pliers up there, I'm almost getting 75, almost 100 mils on peaks. Isn't that amazing what you can do?